WIIFTBP.
Peace, everybody out there. What's going on? This is Eugene McIntosh, one half of the illest independent sports media outlet in the whole entire land, the Bigs. Check me and my player partner, Terrence Tomlin, a.k.a. T-Tom the Great, out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. on What's In It for the Black People Media Network.
This is a traffic jam.
Friends and associates, the guys in my corner outside who I'm posted with. Not the phoniness, phonies not knowing shit. Squares they come, I swear homie got a fallopian. Bogus with the bogusness, fake ass with your face ass, you too old for this. They some hoes, G, staying up in no ski. Open up they mouths, tongues hanging out they open lips. Distractions, you can lose focus quick. Move with these dudes, shit is damn near over with. I'm the soloist, chilling in the polo fit. Colder than a Soviet, an Eskimo told me this. Yes sir, is appropriate. The potentate flicking like a photo pic. Click, then you open it. Click so crucial, think it's sweet. Move your feet, the doors open, go ahead. You can mosey in. Desperate desperado when the flow is spit. Gun smoke, got the dopest lick. I know you knowin' this. Far from bars, these liquor stores, yeah, you know it's me. Unwrap the opening before you open it. Then pull up, take sips, I take trips. Don't trip, I'm VIP, yeah, I'm on the list. I know they notice this. Fuck it, you don't like it, you can bounce like a pogo stick. Just a dose of this to have you where you supposed to get. The closest to opium smoking like locomotives is. You disky, you know what my motive is. Motivated by the motivation that I hold within. I gotta shake, I'm on the road like a motorist. Geppetto strings for they nose, they the nosiest. The moment it's motion then, I grin, then watch my opponent lay motionless. Ashes to ashes, you know the lick, the making of the mogul. Oh, the weight, I can shoulder it. Day one. Yes, I like how that sound right there, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of inspirational. It's like everybody got a goal. They're trying to reach or alive. They're trying to live, man. These bumps in the road. You gotta keep pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? If it don't kill you, it make you strong. You know what I'm saying? My story right here. Yeah, it takes a special kind of mind to grind and work from the bottom and climb up the ladder of success in time. It doesn't matter what the test is, every step is another level till I step in. That's the next in line, no question. I'm considered one of the best. My whole life invested in holding mics and sketching rhymes. You guessed it. I'm on mine, still restless. Yes, even pressed up my records on my own dime. As many battles I blew breath in and open mics I blessed. I'll never be labeled an overnight success. Passing out CDs, doing shows for free, then jabbing Bo to eat so that my soul could speak over these soulful beats that's so cold to me. Like the breeze in the shower, we be posted deep. All the prices that I paid, the sacrifices I made, it'll all come to life one day, someday. Be patient, man. Bumps the road ain't nothing. Rotate, doesn't stop. Check it out. Look, I remember it like yesterday, trying to get my record played at a radio station where they play hits for days. Having a conversation with this lady I'm facing while she making a statement made for me. She said, look, it's too many words in your hook. You need to work on your look. For what it's worth, I never took her words personal. But at first I wasn't certain though if she knew my words are personal and not just verses and books. Until the curtain closes, this is my version of what I know. Learning in first person till I blow, and still I know how it feels to know I'm the deal. Did you still feel like a deal is just right, or a deal just might still add to my appeal? But they won't know I'm real till I touch my first million, right? I'ma chill till my bars is felt and play my hand with the cards I'm dealt, and that's the plan till it's solved itself. Yeah, everything you want this world is yours. All you gotta do is claim it, man. Be patient, work hard, man. Don't make it. Yo, it's damn near impossible to shop music without lots of loot to maneuver and make moves with. So I stay in tune with my pursuit. Fuck trying to recoup, I'm trying to juke and move units. The truth is, I'm used to excuses. Dudes give like you can. Do what I do, food and prove it. Walk in my shoes then. I'm used to goofy producers and cools that try to misuse you quick. Why you got it confused? If you think it's about groupie chicks and interviews in a mix, it ain't got ghouly, but I truly got the tools to overcome obstacles, including this music biz. I'ma shine like jewels, unlike these Rubik's Cube, Cupid dudes with all this woo-woo when they spit. Mick Luda is the future, so get used to it.
WIIFTBP.
Live
from What's in It for the Black Media Studio. You're listening to The Bigs with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin. Let's begin now.
They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size. It's the bigs, it's the bigs. They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size. It's the bigs, it's the bigs. They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size. It's the bigs, it's the bigs. They calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because our size.
What's going on, everybody? You know we're right here on the soil. It's time to get your sports fix in with the illest independent sports media outlet in the land. It's officially time to rock with the bigs, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm your man T, coming to you as usual with my brother Gino. What's good, bro?
Yes, sir. What's the Benoski?
It is all good, man. I'm enjoying this beautiful Monday. Been up early, just going over a couple of things, Gino, recapping the weekend. Getting ready for the Sox tonight, man, and just enjoying life, man. Just doing my thing, Gino. I'm feeling good today.
That's good, brother. You know, I'm same here, blessed and highly favored. I don't know
Yes,
what's
sir.
going on with my phone. If
Your
anybody
phone is
out
definitely
there,
not blessed and highly favored right
man, anybody out there that's hitting me up, my phone is dead. It won't keep a charge. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they telling me
Bro,
I need to
now.
upgrade.
I think I'm gonna get my T-Mobile connect on the line and get you iPhoned up, bro.
I'm content with my Droid user. Maybe this is
It's an opportunity.
you know, the iPhone guys, you know, calling me.
They're like, you know what, Gino? Enough's enough. Let's get you over here with a 11 or 12 or something.
yeah, it's
so.
telling me they're detecting water, and I'm like, boy, my phone ain't been around no water. Like, come on, man.
Oh yeah, that's the shenanigans right there. How long have you had the phone?
I've had the phone for a minute. I was gonna upgrade twice, but I'm like, I don't care about none of that no more. I just want the phone so I can call, text,
Period.
and
I
maybe
just
get
wanted
on
to do what a
social
phone
media.
do.
Yeah, man,
You
all
know?
that extra. I don't care about that no more. But
Gino, you know I'm gonna push a phone to the limit. I had my phone a good 7 years before I just got my iPhone a couple of months ago.
what is that? An iPhone? What?
This is an iPhone 11. It was, of course, it's old now. It was new when I got it, but it's a whole 12 series out now. But
Yeah, that's the man Reef was in the group chat this weekend talking about how he just switched from an iPhone 8 to an iPhone 12 and he felt like an old man.
it's a whole. You got to learn it again.
It's a whole
man.
new life.
Yeah, Joe. It's definitely new features on there. Like it's different from the iPad I got. But you know, I got the iPhone and I grabbed the iPad because I felt like I was getting converted over to the Apple way of life.
Okay.
You ended up getting the laptop.
Right.
What's your verdict on that?
Oh, I messed with the MacBook.
I
I've been
bet
a
you
Mac.
always have.
Yeah, I had the other MacBook and it lasted me, like I said, 10 years with
It's
nothing.
durable, man.
I had Pro Tools. I used to record on there. I'd had all type of
Oh,
stuff.
you was really using
Using it to the max, and I had no problems until year 10. And I heard people saying within like year 5 or 6, you know, it was time for them to get a new one. So, you know, I was cool. I'm cool with Apple. I just the phone. I've just always been a Droid guy, and I'm so used to the Droid life that. And again, whatever. If I got to switch to an iPhone, whatever. I'm not one of them guys who, man, iPhone, man, you Droid, you a bum. I'm not. I don't care.
Definitely don't do that. Like,
Yeah, I don't
that's
care.
how-
I don't care that much. But
Nah.
again, if you're hitting me up and
Yeah.
I'm not responding, don't think I'm tweaking. My phone
Yeah,
is
Joe,
tweaking. It's not me.
It's so different with me, Gino, because I feel like I'm like prone to ignoring my celly. So to hear you say I'm like, yeah, usually if I don't text back, I'm probably in a completely different environment than my phone. So yeah. But Gino, man, I'm fresh off of you know what I did do this weekend? I listened to a lot of good music, man. It was a very good weekend for new music, of course. And Gino, I want you to understand, Spitter dropped a tape this weekend, and I didn't even hear it yet. So still got to get to the Jet Life compilation tape, but I got kind of enthralled in Tyler Creator's new project, man. Call Me If You Get Lost. Call Me If You're Lost. And then Gold Link dropped a new project.
I forgot all about Gold Link.
A week ago, Haram. And I know Alchemist has a project called Haram.
But that's a group. I think that
Haram
might be
is
a
a group.
Yeah.
Was it the Pig Heads? Because when I searched Haram, it was an album cover with 2 pig heads.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Gold Link, it was a some Afro punk on there. I'm not too keen on that, but it didn't sound terrible. But still a very good project as a whole. You know, I had a good weekend with new music.
Yeah, the Alchemist, the Haram album is called the Haram, but the group is Arm and Hammer.
Okay.
And they some New York guys. I heard maybe the first couple tracks, but it's be so much music out that I can't keep up nowadays. So
period.
But
yeah,
so Gold Link and
Gold Link and Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, so I've been seeing a lot of the Tyler Creator talk. I've never been a fan of his.
That's funny, ain't it? Because I feel like during the BET Awards yesterday,
right,
when he started performing, a lot of the Tyler fans came out of the woodwork, and I gotta admit, I was late to the party. Like my very first introduction to Tyler the Creator was listening to or watching my oldest nephew listen to like the early on Tyler the Creator with Earl Sweatshirt. Odd Future.
Odd Future, right.
And it sounded like totally like nothing I was listening to at the time. I'm looking at my nephew like, you okay, bro, listening to this? But you want to know how I got put on Tyler, Gino? Our boy C4, Chris Kaysen, had put up a clip on his Instagram of a Tyler the Creator song, and it sounded good. I was like, gee, what's this? Or like, when did Tyler start making like regular music?
Regular music?
To at least to you know what
ears.
my ear was recognizing.
Right.
So he was like, you got to listen to his new album. It was Flower Boy at the time. So 2 albums ago, I gave that a spin. Perfection, bro. Honestly, like at the time, one of the most refreshing pieces of music that I had heard. So of course I go back and I dig through the old Tyler the Creator albums, and it wasn't a single miss on there, G. Like I was completely sleep on Tyler the Creator as a whole.
Okay.
Cherry Bomb, Goblin, Wolf, just a bunch of fire on all of that. And then when you brought it up to, you know, present time, he dropped. It was Flower Boy, then Igor, and then
Igor. That was the last one.
Yeah, that was the last one.
So is this DJ Drama?
It's a Gangsta Grills from start to finish. DJ Drama on every single track. And honestly, bro, like, I feel like what people got to do is kind of like not underestimate Tyler, because it's a Gangsta Grills, but it's like a 2021 Tyler the Creator Gangsta Grills collaboration. Like it definitely, it's like not a blast from the past. You feel me? And Drama sounds good, Joe. Yeah, I mean, Drama sounds good. He picked his spots perfectly on the tracks. So he's like, where he starts his talking. Yeah, I'm on the yacht now. Yo, not the yacht like you seen. You ain't seen the yacht like I'm on. That kind of, you know what I mean?
Good drama cap.
Exactly. Some great drama cap, G. So,
Okay.
Yeah, G. Tyler kind of snapped with this one. I low-key think you would enjoy this one, Gino.
Nah, I'm a pass.
Of course.
And it's nothing against Tyler. It's just,
I feel like it's music. I mean, like, you know what you like.
yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
I'm at that point in my life where if it's dope, more power to Tyler. You know, like I said, when Fred had him on his album, I said, okay.
That was new.
Right.
That was like a whole introduction to a new audience. You know?
So I'm like, okay, if Fred is going to co-sign him, cool. But again, it's nothing against Tyler. Like, more power to him. Like I said, I hope he makes it to the moon. But
and then he's on BET last night.
Yeah, I saw the performance he's always been like a pretty good performer.
A showman.
Like a showman, yeah. He's
you know he's not just gonna get on the stage and just spit.
Rap.
Yeah.
So I was like in and out, because what was I? Oh, was I watching? I was watching both games, the Cubs, and then I was watching the Hawks and the
Eastern
Bucks
Conference
game.
Finals.
So I was like multitasking.
Yep.
But I did see Tyler, and I'm like, man, that's pretty creative. Tyler the Creator.
Yeah,
like, it was pretty creative. So he's always been that guy. So, but as far as the album, yeah, I'm probably, if I have time, if I got a couple hours and I ain't doing nothing, but it's so much that I got in my title downloads that I still haven't listened to from probably months ago that I got to get to. So
I feel like that's how I am with a lot of the music, movies and shows that are out right now. I haven't really seen anything lately. But yeah, Gino, I had to dive into that. Definitely is innovative and sounds good. You know what I mean? Nice little installment to the atmosphere. For anybody that's going to indulge in some new music, I suggest it.
Yeah, the guys was like, yeah, I'd much rather listen to these Tyler bars than J. Cole.
See, and you know what? I haven't heard a single, and maybe I've heard it because they've played it on XM radio, but I haven't heard the J. Cole album yet, bro. DJ. Like it sounds like you. Yeah.
It was decent. Like I think when you hit your first spin, like you might not like it, but I think like after hearing it, you know what I'm saying, it's some good rap. You know, I guess it's not what we probably expected. Maybe wanted some more fire, but it's definitely, I would definitely say it's not for the young, like the 18 and something like that. Like
Okay.
you definitely have to be like
The new Cole?
right. No, it's the same old Cole. He's just on some.
No, I meant like the new album.
Yeah, like the new album. Like it's decent. It got a lot of hits in it, but you know, if you ain't like been through nothing, then you probably, you know what I'm saying, if they ain't talking about shooting, popping mollies, you know what I'm saying? So these young cats will be like, I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go pop me a Zanny and listen to, you know, so but it's not one of his best albums, but it's not bad though.
You see Reese in the comments. Reese is my guy who was in the group chat that said he would rather hear some Tyler bars. So he says there's definitely some gay bars in there too.
And on the Tyler.
But then he said it's when you start talking about J. Cole, he was like, save your time. And now listen to this though before you go. One of the guys was painting in the crib this weekend.
Okay.
And this man had a Cole playlist. He kicked it off with a Hove. Let me tell you, it went from Hove to Cole to Project Pat.
Oh, man.
I don't know what playlist he had.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it went from Hove to Cole. So then I get in the group chat because I know anytime you mention Cole, the haters, you know, they let it ride. So I said, man, homie in here painting the crib, he got this Cole playlist going. They like, yeah, he gonna fall asleep on the ladder and sue you because I'm like, that's how boring they say Cole is.
Yeah, see, man, that's because he in that mind, man. They want to hear some. Let me pop a Molly.
I feel like I'm like the proof that that's not the case, DJ. Because I'm not listening to that, but I totally like don't want to hear J. Cole.
Wow,
that's crazy.
And it's because I feel like maybe he tries too hard.
That's what they say.
It's like I don't like. I feel like.
For him. That's the whole thing. It's just that easy for him, and he always say it, man. The man go platinum with like no features. People like beg him to, you know, like feature on his album. They think this was his first one in like 2-3 albums with a feature on it. So, and this one probably will go platinum, you know, eventually. But like I don't know, like you probably like sleeping on it. But Cole got some bars. Maybe you ain't hear no like old Cole. Like when you started listening to him with. I remember the first Cole. The first Cole I heard. That I didn't dislike was Friday Night Lights. I was in college. Classic.
I was in college, but I still only listened to. I still Cushion Orange Juice was out at the same time or something. You know what I mean? It's like nah.
This was from start to finish.
What?
Cole mixtape.
The first Cole Friday Night Lights.
That was remember. Can I Hit It in the Morning with Drake?
Yeah,
remember that track? That, you know what I mean? I feel like if you was in college at the time, you knew that one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Can I Hit It in the Morning? That one. But, yeah, bro, that's kind of like where my Cole journey ends, G.
Man, Cole definitely got bars.
Reese said Cole has no classics, not one.
Not one.
But Tyler, the Creator, do with his dress on, huh?
Oh, see.
Is that what he doing? All right.
Let's keep it on music. Yeah, I mean, let's keep it on music. At least when we hear Tyler, if we hear him, like, it's not just his voice. This man didn't orchestrate it.
Dress on.
The whole you dig. You know what I mean? And we like Dennis Rodman, don't we? Like Dennis Rodman wore dresses.
Yeah, but he wasn't rapping. He played ball, you know.
Hey, same thing.
Yeah, if Esco came out with a dress on, man, it'll be over. If Nas came out with a dress on somewhere down the line, you know, somewhere in his rap career.
But that's just never, you know what I mean? It's completely out of character for Nas. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like Tyler, I have no idea. Like, again, I was around that wave. I think when our Future first popped, I was still doing music. So I was aware of what was going on. And again, music, it changes, especially now. Like we went from the record label to MySpace to independent to YouTube with Soulja Boy to SoundCloud.
See, we got the Bow Wow and Soulja Boy.
Oh, I loved it.
Gee,
I loved every bit of it.
But hold on, because didn't J. Cole wasn't he in GQ in a kilt?
I have no idea.
You know what I mean? He was in one of those Scottish Irish dresses, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So they kind of in the same boat, DJ.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard the new Cole.
And not musically, man. Like, come on, man. Like, come on.
Musically,
really
they totally are not in the same boat. I agree with you.
Better than J. Cole. You really think that? Like,
Oh, yeah, it's not even close.
It's not even close.
No. Like, nuh-uh.
Kenneth Steele said, Cole, nice with it, fam.
I feel like with music, it's always going to be somebody that kind of separates the sides.
I'm saying,
what I mean?
Cole, when we talk about the best artists out right now, for the last like 5 years, it's been Kendrick, Cole, and Drake, right? Them been the top 3 artists.
100%.
So I'm saying Cole.
I mean, when you talk about
Shaka. Shout out to Shaka. Shaka, well, I kicked it with Shaka yesterday.
So DJ,
he said Cole fire.
Drop me a Cole, J. Cole bar. The same way we do Hove and not, you know what I mean? Give me a killer J. Cole bar. Exactly how many bars about like sneaking in the dorm rooms is crossing through your head right now?
But that's old. Like, you gotta see, like, man, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? That's old Cole.
See, and I don't want to go too hard on Cole because I feel like on his last album, he had a run on his last album that I feel like was like more than music. You know what I mean? That I actually messed with. What's the but then he goes into like stop smoking weed and go to therapy, and that's when I check out.
He went to go hooping too.
Yeah, don't forget Cole hooped for the Rwandan team.
Yeah, he had him over there blown. J. Cole taking up spots and averaging 1.5 points a game.
I just think as an artist, and I listen to music.
DJ, where the bar at, Joe?
I mean, I can't really think of a bar offhand, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, I could probably think of like it's just like songs like you got a real good, like, you know what I'm saying, like category and stuff like that. So I just think that I would take his category for sure over Tyler the Creator. Like, I mean, I can't think. Give me a Tyler the Creator bar that's cold.
Hey, tell these black kids they can be who they are. Dye your head blue. Shit, I do it too. Yeah, I mean, hey, speaking. I dropped it. I came with a bar, DJ. Come on.
Hey, right, you ain't have to say it had to be good, right?
He said, "Come on with a bar, Joe." Tyler, he dyed his hair blue.
No, he didn't. But he was saying he was supported if you want to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. And that's a cold bar.
Is it not?
No, it isn't. Gino, that's your man. Gino, what you think on that?
I'm not messing with that. But bro said Reese sounds like Tyler a little bit.
Oh, me?
And that's a good point. Like,
you do kind of got a little, because Tyler his voice is like kind of raspy.
Yo, leave it to my bro to know.
Yeah, he wild.
Yeah, but he's on point.
You can't think of bars because their music don't play that much.
True, I could say Cole really music only that be playing do be commercial music, but that's, you know what I'm saying. I don't think he really put out club bangers and stuff like that. So you're right. I think when you do hear Cole mainstream music, like you probably hear like Can't Get Enough. You know what I'm saying? Can I Hit It in the Morning? Like he got like My Life that's playing now. That's his new single out now, which is nice. Like, have you heard that one?
Mm-mm.
See, like, you know what I'm saying, My Life, which is decent, yeah, but I just think that he got bars though. He got bars. I mean, like Hove sound, man. Come on, man. He got a
Hove
song.
like to make money, Joe.
He got a song that Hove was like, man, I'm gonna sign that dude, man. That dude that's eating that cereal, reading the back of the box.
See, now, it's no way you can convince me that Hove thinks J. Cole is cold.
Yes, he does.
Nah, I feel like Hove knows that J. Cole can sell an album. You know what I mean? And that's what matters most. You know what I mean?
Nah, I said the man was cold. But Tyler,
go ahead.
Give me some help, G.
I've never heard.
Was he not in the best rap album of the year category with J. Cole at like
yesterday
or in the Grammys? in the last Grammys.
They was both. They was both.
Yeah, Igor was in there.
Igor was definitely in there.
Nas
I
won.
haven't heard one song off of that.
Me neither.
Oh, you meant Nas and Tyler the Creator or Cole?
And J. Cole.
I didn't know Cole was.
Or whatever his last album before this one, it was nominated, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm like they're both on that. They both, in the upper echelon of music makers.
I'm trying to read. I don't know why the comments ain't coming up on my Facebook page, but I'm looking at the comments on the screen, and Reese is just.
Reese having a good time.
He said Cole is for people who gave up on music.
Because Tyler, the creator, he created the music, right? Right, that's about it.
You should take a dive in and go listen to Find Your Wings featuring Roy Ayers, Joe. Hey,
wow.
You supposed to fly, bro. You
He
supposed
got
to
Roy
fly.
Ayers on his joint.
Killing it, Joe.
Wow. On Igor or this new one?
This is from 2015.
Oh, okay.
It's an old one.
I think I might have heard that one.
Find
Just
Your
because
Wings.
Roy Ayers was on, okay, man. Well, bro, I can't say I heard the new Cole.
I have to say, Gino, I feel like we didn't call Gino in a spectrum he doesn't have an opinion on. It's like, you know what? I ain't heard
And I'm glad.
J. Cole or the Tyler shit.
And I'm glad I can stay in the middle because bro said Tyler's Tiny Desk is fire.
That it is. It's definitely and he's a showman, he's a performer and a musician. You know what I mean? He's gonna shine on that kind of platform for sure.
I mean, that line that he got going around, I'm sure you heard that Cole line. I put an M on your head and now you Luigi brother now. I'm sure you done heard that. Everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that.
That's
one
a
of
good. I
Cole's
mean,
things. That's definitely better than you can dye your hair blue too, and I do it too. Come on now.
No,
Man
don't forget
said-
he said, "Tell these black kids they can be who they are." That was the first one. But I'm not. I mean, yeah, but who J. Cole ain't putting no M on nobody's head?
M on your head. Now you Luigi, brother.
Who is he,
now.
Wayne
That's
now?
Killing that. That's
It's
killing
like-
That sounded like a Wayne
That's
line.
a Wayne bar, Joe. That's Wayne offered that up. He ain't used that and gave it to J. Cole.
So let me ask y'all this. What about Polo G? Y'all don't mess with Polo G?
I think he's definitely better than Tyler the Creator. He's smashing. Definitely better than Tyler the Creator.
Oh man, I don't know if I got a comment on that one.
You don't think that neither? Polo G is a monster.
I mess with Polo G. I mean, I respect. I just think they're two different. I feel like their purpose in music is different. You know what I mean? And I can't necessarily pin them up against each other. You know what I mean? I don't think it's fair to either one of them to say, all right, now you or Tyler the Creator. First, you know what I mean? Tyler got he's 7 albums in, years of work. Polo was still, kind of on the new side.
And he's still better than Tyler the Creator.
I feel like it's two different audiences.
It definitely is. For
You know
sure.
what I mean? It's two audiences that probably at least Tyler and Polo, I wouldn't be surprised if they collaborated at some point, but the audience definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and plus they came from different, like I said, Tyler came from the
He's a son of Pharrell.
South by Southwest.
Oh yeah, but see now he's a son of NERD. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like this clearly if you had to guess his influences, it's Pharrell in the NERD era. You know what I mean? So,
but I just mean even the way that these kids put music out now. Like Tyler is from the era where they went around doing shows and creating cult followings. Where now with this YouTube era and the way that these kids put out music and it's basically YouTube
100%.
videos and but TikTok is now popular. But just the way that that they put music out now is different. But I do agree with y'all. And Reese said, and Kanye. Don't forget the influence
100%,
Kanye had on these
100%.
guys to be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But
yep.
yeah, I wouldn't. That's cool. I agree with you on that. I like a year or two, or maybe in the next year or so, I wouldn't be surprised to see Polo G and Tyler the Creator on the same track, which would probably be cool because they could both tap into. Because I don't think Tyler, as popular as he is, I don't think that he's on that level. And I don't mean successful because he's extremely successful. But
mainstream.
mainstream. Mainstream. Polo G basically shot into the mainstream.
start.
Yeah, like he started out as a star. Where Tyler and them, like I said, they definitely built the fan base, and they were like when we were doing South by Southwest, like Our Future, it was crazy the way like people would like,
man, the cult following.
Man, they would be DJ.
And
they
I
would be
wasn't an
chasing.
Our Future fan.
They would be chasing these guys around Austin, like hundreds of people. Like they would be running down the street, and you got like hundreds of crazy kids chasing. I'm like, what is going on?
It was Tyler, Earl, Sweatshirt, and
it was two more guys.
the singer.
Oh, Frankie Ocean.
Frank Ocean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I think that's how Travis Scott, he got that same type of wave too. Like I don't know if you ever been to a Travis Scott.
Oh boy, please! I saw Travis Scott. We saw Travis Scott before he blew up.
Let me tell you,
and it was crazy.
When I was working doing working for the promotions for shows, the only show that was bigger than Travis Scott was Beyonce's. Yeah, I mean that's the only one where fans was like crazy. It was Beyonce's.
Yeah, the Travis Scott, like I said, because this was right around the time Vic Mensa was blowing up. So Vic did a show, and Travis opened up for Vic. And bro, I'm talking about the people in there were going crazy, but he was like hanging from the lights, and I'm like, he had a wild stage show.
Is this the Goosebumps era?
Yeah, and then he had like his last one here. The man had a roller coaster in the United Center that was like going around the whole United.
I seen pictures of that one.
He crazy. I think besides him, Little Uzi Vert actually is another performer.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Uzi is on Tyler's album.
It's definitely good, you know what I'm saying? But Little Uzi Vert is a performer, like for real.
Well, if you like Uzi, I feel like you can listen to Tyler, Joe.
Uzi.
Bro said my son is 21 years old and he been listening to Tyler for 10 years.
Then I just told you after my first introduction was my older nephew. When you got his iPod, it was Odd Future. And it was some Slipknot in there too, to anybody that, any of my rock fans, but definitely Odd Future, Tyler the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt out, and I feel like his demeanor is that, you know what I mean? Like he's totally he was an Odd Future cult, fan. Like his personality kind of took on that vibe, But DJ, if you like Uzi and this man wear dresses on the regular, like what's
I definitely got a diamond in his forehead. This was pre-crazy
Joe.
Uzi. This is before he started doing that. This is like right after Bad and Bougie, Uzi just went to a whole nother atmosphere. But like before then, like that old that Canadian Goose, that P's and Q's Uzi, that Uzi, like before he even was like popular, you can even say it like in his rap. You can see how he's still on the come up type of Uzi. But the Uzi now, he's a little weird, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll drop something good, but that old weird. Yeah, I mean, he put a diamond in your head, you got
a $24 million diamond, right?
Gee, what?
A little bit weird,
That was for real, Joe?
That's for real.
Oh, wow.
That's for real.
Shout out to Uzi for that one.
I'm over here, but I'm just over here reading these J. Cole lyrics. Bars.
Yo, he needs to release his lyrics like a book then. Like, go ahead and do it, J. Cole. Yeah, go ahead. Because real talk, I didn't expect you. And this, I didn't expect you to know that you're a J. Cole bar because I just don't think that he has many that stand out.
I mean, if it would, like I know a bar, like offhand, it'll just probably be something that'll like come, you know what I'm saying, like from the radio. But if you're talking like a hard bar, I know so much J. Cole. I'm like, damn. Like,
I got one for you.
Bar.
What's the song where he started singing in the middle? He was like, meditate, don't medicate. No lie, that's when I checked. I was like, man, what?
This is Cole.
That KOD album was nice.
Yeah.
That KOD, like.
But see, now, I feel like my life, the reason why I like some of the songs on there is because my brother had just got shot. And he was talking about kids growing up in an atmosphere where they weren't bothered by that. You know what I mean? Where it didn't affect them anymore. And it was resonating with me at the time. But it was still just a couple of songs. Like I feel like if you talk about artists that he's been compared to, you said it, it's Kendrick. And they speak on the same things, I totally prefer Kendrick. And he had Damn out. You know what I mean? When KOD,
Nah, Damn came out a little bit before that.
It was around. It had to be like months apart.
Yeah, probably something like that because I know Damn came out with 44 fours because
Hell yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, but
yeah. So shout out to J. Cole because I feel like his work ethic is worthy. You know what I mean of the praise, but definitely give me Kendrick.
Man said John Moran on my Grizzly. What? You niggas not Cubs, but no, not the ones in the big league. What? Come on, man. But say yours again about the blue hair.
I feel like both of those. I feel like both of those. You know what I mean, even if you want to say mine is mid, those are mid. You know what I mean? I feel like in the terms of the conversation, okay, I get him.
Hey, did you hear Lou Will talking about J. Cole?
What did
Lou Will was just basically like, I think it was on Gilly. I think it might have been on Gilly and Wallow pod.
Okay, because I seen he just dropped a track.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, I don't listen to J. Cole. He was like, nothing against Cole. He was like, man, he Cole. Like, his album's Cole, all of that. He was like, he just ain't talking to me. And I feel like that's how a lot of people who, like Reese, I feel like that's how a lot of people who don't necessarily rock with Cole, that's how they feel. Because obviously Cole can rap. There's no doubt that Cole can rap. But, sometimes it's just not pleasing to the ear to those people. You hating if you say Cole can't rap. Like Cole can spit. But this day and age, it ain't the 90s. Hip-hop continues to prosper and elevate and whatever other words you want to use. So now it's about more, I'm glad I'm from that era. I don't care about nothing else. The beat and the rhyme. If you cool, like Nas, Nas look cool.
If you cool.
That topped it off. If your beats was cold, your rhymes was raw, and then you look cool and I wanted to wear my clothes like you, then that topped it off. But now it's about so much more. So I'm just glad that I'm past that and I don't really have to get into these debates no more because our big debate was Nas and Hov back in the day. And we used to do this on a daily.
You can still do it.
You can still do it, but I have a different outlook now. So it wouldn't even be the Nas and Hov debate. Ain't even Nas, period.
There you go. I'm a Jay-Z fan in the whole package is Jay-Z.
Yeah, no doubt. Hov is Hov.
When you talking about bars,
I'm just talking about straight up lyrics.
Nas was gonna destroy him bars, but when you put all that creativity, you know what I'm saying? Put all that together, it's Hov. But if you talking about straight bars, Nas all day.
But if I understand why people like Hov and why people like Nas, and it's cool. Like the debate was more. When I look back at it now, it was just more fun than anything. Like, we didn't know Nas and Hov. You know what I'm saying? But now that we've been in the music, like I've been in the music industry and I know how these things work and I have a whole total different outlook on the whole situation. So, but I definitely like the Cole, Kendrick, and Drake debate.
That's a good one. I feel like full disclosure, I feel like it's been arguments about those three for sure. Yeah. Drake versus Kendrick. It's J. Cole and
Cuz said Cole is a lyricist and it's usually dummies who don't really mess with Cole. I can't see the comment anymore, but it was something like that. Like I've said, I don't know why I can't see these comments on my Facebook, but I'm looking at the screen.
I feel like it gets to that level when we don't look at it as music. You feel me? It's like everybody's not gonna like everything, and J. Cole ain't gonna be for everybody.
Exactly. Same way, I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan. Is Kendrick Lamar Cole?
His voice is a acquired taste. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's definitely smart people that don't like J. Cole. It's like all people that don't like J. Cole.
I know a bunch of people that don't like Cole from all walks of what would I call it? All walks of
life, from all corners of the world.
Yes, I've heard the Cole slander. Reese actually said there's a website dedicated to terrible Cole bars.
And see, I feel like that's when it gets fun, though. That's when the conversation gets kind of funny to me. is when you weigh his cold bars to his huff bars. It's like that,
they balance out.
They do balance out, but I feel like you can do that with most rappers. You can do that with most rappers.
I'm leaving here and going straight to Pandora and click on my J. Cole. I'm listening to Cole all day.
You gonna get some good sleep tonight, DJ.
Nah, I'm gonna be sending you what song to listen to all that. I'm gonna be like, check this one out. You're gonna be like, man, come on, man. My man Cole. As a rapper, like I said, I just think, like you said, he's a lyricist, you know. Like a lot of people, I just believe that he just don't talk about what's going on, you know. It's just like a lot of people start to like Jay-Z once he stopped, you know, talking about, you know, big pimping, big pimping Jay-Z. Everybody, and then once he started to elevate, you know what I'm saying. He said, then if you want to hear my old rap, then buy my old shit, you know what I'm saying. He started to elevate, you know, then you start to lose people, you know what I'm saying. Once you start to get,
I feel like Jay-Z's like journey to enlightenment is probably where I kind of side with the Nas fans. You know what I mean? Because I remember when Jay-Z told Nas, "What you trying to kick knowledge?" You know what I mean? I see you. Jay.
I'm trying to look at the comments. I saw a couple.
They get deep at the
Remy said Lupe Fiasco is better lyrically than J. Cole and Kendrick, and then Cuz just said that.
I think they would both admit that.
Yeah, I think Lupe. I mean, I think Lupe is. What's the 9-minute Lupe song where he just went on a tangent that you got to rewind it 12 times to really get the gist of? It's about the probably the most top-notch bar work I've ever heard in my life. Reese, I know you know the name of it. Put it in the comments.
See, I was listening to Yoga Flame over the weekend, and the beat to it. Because of Soulja and Bow Wow, he got the all the way turned up beat.
Okay,
and you know that's the beat. Lupe made that his beat. That Yoga Flame.
Okay.
Yeah, Lupe just got a bunch of those, but he just ripped it up, you know, lyrically.
Well, and then I agree with Cuz on this, and that's why Joe Budden, when Joey came out with that Mood Music series, that's what Cuz was just like, man, Nas is top 5 on any sane person's top rapper list, but he was like, it's mood music, and I gotta be in the mood to listen to that. And I agree with him 100% because same thing with Hov. It's like I have to be in the mood to listen to Hov. I have now that I'm in a different
mental space.
Yeah, I gotta be. I can throw on some Nas at any time because it's gonna take me there. When I throw on whatever Nas album I throw on, I'm gonna go right back to when I first heard it. Like, it's different with me. Nas is my favorite guy of all time, so it's different with me. But I do agree with Cuz. Like, a lot of this is mood music, especially nowadays. We old and it's different. We at different points in our lives.
That's real.
But yeah, man, I think everybody knows that Lupe is probably the coldest bar for bar guy.
Because I feel like to a lot of people, he started catering to his cult.
Why not?
Exactly.
When you get a taste of that industry and it ain't what you. It ain't what you thought it would be, and it's like
went back and forth
I might go crazy.
Yeah.
Let me go on back to let me cater to the people who know me best. So
definitely gotta respect Lupe as one of the illest to pick up a mic for sure. But Gino, can we speak on the verses for a second? I'm surprised you. I mean,
verses and the BET Awards. Oh man,
you love Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy?
I loved every minute of it.
Okay,
bro. I loved every minute of it. I forgot it was on Sepia. She was tight. She like, I'm not watching this. And I said, I feel it, but I'm watching it.
It's totally
Soulja for the win, though. Soulja, big Draco for the W. Blew that man out the water.
Oh, no, Gino.
Make it clap. What she make it clap? What was it?
She got a dunk.
No. The first song that he did 7 times.
Are you talking
his
about
new
the
song
with Nicki and all of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played it 6 times. That was his first 6 songs.
Come on, Soulja.
Then he killed him with the "We Made It" with Drake.
Yeah, played the whole shit.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, what did the bug say? I never heard this part.
Me either. Me either.
He say, G, did you just lay a verse to this?
Probably right before verses. Yeah.
And say I got a song with Drake.
Hey man, Soulja for big Draco for the W, man. That's all I gotta say.
I thought it was great. Honestly, I thought it was entertaining. Of course, you got the classic Soulja Boy, G. I was in high school when he was dropping them songs on YouTube, bruh. Booty Doo, Shootout. Gee, when he was doing the shootout dance, bro, gee, that's like my girl. Gee, if you know Ja, like the shootout runs through her veins, bro. Like she hear that beat. Oh, let me get him. Let me get him.
This is Big Drake.
Yeah, Joe Soulja Boy, like
come on, Draco.
Soulja Boy is like the soundtrack to our adolescent years. Come on,
Draco for the dub, man.
Soulja Boy won because of who he went against. But if you talking about like categorized, like Bow Wow had one hell of a career. It's just all
Bow Wow.
Hold on, what you mean
no doubt.
Soulja won because of who he wins? Soulja's goal was to be Bow Wow. Like
right. So that's what I'm saying. You know, but he didn't. Bow is no song really that Bow Wow can put against Soulja Boy that is gonna really, you know what I'm saying, like win. But he gonna play some, like you said, shootout, and then he gonna play some Let Me Hold You Down.
Yeah,
like,
he came with
nothing that.
See that was my thing with Bow Wow. It was like, and I mean, if Bow Wow had them hits back in Mr. 106 and Park Day.
Everything was number one.
Yeah,
Joe.
I agree.
And that's what he said. Like he had classes, but if you really think about it, it was all 13-year-old music for, you know, it come to them like versus battle, you know, and you got Soulja Boy, like you said, with damn near every dance and, you know, internet sensation. All his music was, you know, saying more popping, you know, so as you got
it
older,
came at a different point in our life.
You know what I'm saying? Like you would choose to hear a Soulja Boy song before you hear something, you know what I'm saying? Lil Bow Wow. You just don't know. The way that's not gonna beat anybody. But if you look at it, that song probably went triple fucking platinum.
Exactly. I mean, and I feel like Soulja had 3 moments when it came to the music, G, and it was the 3 songs that you knew he was gonna win with coming into it. Gucci Bandana.
Killed him. Gucci Bandana, the song with Drake. And She Make It Clap.
I'm not giving him the song with Drake, Joe.
Smacked him up. He said, you don't have a song with Drake, Joe.
He kind of don't have a song with Drake either.
He said, Bow Wow, I produced too. Bow Wow was like, yeah, I can tell.
Bow got 3-6. Yeah, he brought 3-6 out.
He didn't bring Juicy up. He didn't bring Juicy or Pat out though.
But he brought out DJ Paul.
Nah, I'm straight. You bring out
DJ Paul.
He did.
Yeah, I mean,
he brought out the Brat.
He brought out
JD
to kill it.
He brought out homie from the Franchise Boys.
And that was a difference. I mean, that was a time in music.
But Drake brought out
shit dropped.
Drake brought out Romeo.
Well, Soulja brought
yes, Drake, Big Draco.
Come on,
brought out
Romeo, bruh.
Could have said that one out though.
He needed to sit there.
Like to me, that's who I thought it. Like if it was a Bow Wow versus Lil Romeo, I think that was more suitable.
Absolutely not, G. This was a appropriate battle. Like no way Romeo should be anywhere near.
True that, but it's like
Bow Wow. Like the only like opponent for Bow Wow is Soulja Boy, G.
Name you know what I mean? One cold. What one song that is gonna beat him?
Like he just look at what the songs he played. Like Soulja had 3 songs that got him.
They're playing
rounds.
Oh, now he could have kept that. Yeah, see them songs I can't go off of. But then he killed him and said, "Hey, Draco, you don't have number 1 songs to your own movie."
Period.
Oh, I love that.
20 when like what was you 20 when?
Oh yeah,
like
maybe even older.
Yeah, we was 11. You feel me? Like no. It's
plus just them songs
now.
Anyway, where it's like it's kind of cheap when you gonna use the old school Curtis Blow beats. Yeah, it's like you kind of that's the JD
like,
Puffy.
We know that's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit.
You know what I mean?
Right. But
I feel that.
I love the banter in between the songs.
That's what it was for. And I feel you, DJ. I feel like the Soulja Boy songs hit different because we was like more of who we are now when Soulja was dropping it. Like when Lil Bow Wow was dropping his first songs, like I was just like I was flirting.
Right, you
know what I mean? Like, when Soulja Boy was out here, I was choosing. You know what I mean? Like I was out here, you know?
No, exactly. And that's what I'm gonna say. And that was the only difference is Soulja Boy didn't come with he didn't have to have that teenage, you know what I'm saying, like let me and then evolve. You know, Bow Wow made all that music, and if Bow Wow can come with the hardest lines or the hardest verse, we be like, get the fuck out of here. That's just Bow Wow. Like no one will respect his gangster. Like he got this song that I think he killed. I forgot what his it's like a freestyle. He can really rap.
Who?
Bow Wow. Like it's a
Oh
freestyle.
yeah, see that's the what you, like what
he
you
had like a mixtape too that was like pretty decent, like Green Light or some shit.
I remember like what 10 years. I remember
like 10 years ago. It was like
well, it was like a different Bow Wow. He was cursing and all
it
that.
was like a Roger that, and but you so used to seeing him in a kid mode. You know what I'm saying? And then we saw Soulja Boy come out, throw some D's on that. You know, like he immediately came out on that. You know what I'm saying? Like a different genre. So it's no song that Bow Wow can.
I think that Romeo was on point with not his description because he tried to say he was the Kobe of that era.
Oh man, he called himself Kobe. He called Bow Wow Mike, and he called Drake LeBron.
In that era of that genre of rap,
thank you.
he was on point with who Soulja and Bow Wow was, though. You know what I mean? Soulja definitely was the innovator of it. Like he came in with making his own beats, and low key his beats didn't sound like the rap that was out at the time. Like the way
Fruity Loops beats.
Yeah, the way he would go off the edge. He would go, you, I do. You know what I mean? Just go off the edge with it. You know what I mean? That was innovative. But Bow Wow had like, if you was in 7th or 8th grade and you had a girl, you was sharing your girl with Bow Wow. You know what I mean? Like they was Bow Wow fans to the point it was like, if you had a Bow Wow, it was wild growing up in the era of Bow Wow, G, to see like the teen heartthrob. Like
yeah, that's a cheat.
Yeah, Muggs can't like. I hope it wasn't nobody out there trying to front like. Bow Wow didn't have people running through the mall trying to rip his chain off at Evergreen Plaza. Like it was a crazy time when this man was out. And yes, he did. He grew up, and he grew up in front of us and all of that. But I feel like what we saw in the verses is what I respect about Bow Wow. G, he come from like he was raised by Snoop and Ray.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's a cheat.
Yeah, he's a professional rapper.
All these
definitely.
That's it. He's a A1 professional. Because he tried to turn it into a concert. He was performing.
He was ready to go.
Soulja like, nah, that's not what I'm here for.
You see, he brought out the bread and she was sounding like it was O2. Like she was sounding great.
Like bro said, Soulja invented internet rap stars. That's why Soulja kept standing on Bow Wow. I was the first to do it, man.
Oh, he was. Yo, did you see the picture of him, Bow Wow, and Drake? And Soulja Boy was in the screen, and Bow Wow and Drake was behind Soulja just looking. And Drake commented like, "I remember this day. He was teaching us how to load our videos on the Ustream."
Wow.
I'm like, this nigga was he put everybody on. Like, remember the Ustream? Like,
yeah. I'm
going live on Ustream. Come watch me lay this track down. You know what I mean? So.
He come from that MySpace like that. Like he was the first one on MySpace.
Yo, Soulja Boy used to get on Ustream and say, "Just come watch me kick it. I'm not even in the studio. Just come watch me talk crazy." You know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel like that versus was great because I remember every single one. Like I like if you watched, Busta or somebody do that. I remember Soulja and Bow Wow dropping that shit. I remember not liking some of that. So I'm like. Booty Doo and what was the short bus?
Short bus, short.
Yeah, all the videos, bro.
Bus, shorty.
Yo, y'all bitch, G.
Killed him.
G, come on, G. When he said that on Versus, I immediately had like flashbacks to Heat Muggs in high school. And
they was going.
Yeah, Joe. I'm like, G, what are you talking about? Yeah, bitch, yeah. Like, what does that mean? G, can you stop saying
what is
that?
you? What is Soulja? What is you?
G, you.
Yeah.
I told y'all if I was in the building, I would have cranked it. G, I would have went on and cranked that. And I don't crank that.
Hey, man.
I would have did it for the culture, bro.
Big Draco for the dub, man. He killed him with Gucci Bandana.
Oh, come on. Gucci Bandana is a classic.
The Drake track and the She Make It Clap, the first 6 songs.
Joe.
Then he said, you don't have a song with Drake, Joe.
Gee, but now Soulja, when I got to college, that She Got a Dunk with Nicki on it, bruh.
That
was top 5 songs in my
Soulja.
college career. Yeah.
See, I had no idea that was Soulja.
And Bow Wow didn't have nothing close. I mean, Turn My Swag On, all of that, G.
Did he even do that?
He ain't do jumped up out the bed.
Jump up out my bed.
Yeah,
he did that on the verses?
Yeah, I think he did.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to say. And now name a Bow Wow song.
I mean,
you know what it do with T-Pain.
see that? I mean, that was him knowing exactly who his fans was at the time. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Like, to me, I knew who was gonna win. Like, it just wasn't a song that we as adults was gonna be like, dang, Soulja Boy, like Bow Wow killed it, like no.
No, I enjoyed every minute of it. It was
Yeah,
hilarity ensued for. Yeah, DJ got at him when he first walked in.
That's
Gee, do y'all not love Ken Griffey Jr.? Like,
Friday, we got Molly walked in. You walk in with a Mariners.
DJ came out as soon as he came up the stairs.
The last week he had on the Twins after we lost to the Twins. Like, this guy right here,
Tell him there's science behind that,
I'm
man.
trying to tell you, Joe. It's science. If y'all don't rock with the kid, it's like, how can we be friends?
I guess it is a Griffey Jr.
It's Griffey. It's never a bad day for the kid. But I feel y'all. I can't let it cross my mind when I threw it on.
It's King Griffey. We'll let that one slide. We'll let the Griffey listen.
But you think I'm gonna walk in here with like a Randy Johnson,
A
Edgar
big
Martinez?
I mean, a big unit. I'll
Yeah,
let you
51.
ride with a big unit.
With Felix Hernandez, Mike Cameron.
No, Mike Cameron.
First of all, shout out to the center fielder, and I hate that I can't remember his name right now. For the Mariners.
Oh, the black stud?
Yeah.
That hit the 2 home runs?
Bruh, he absolutely destroyed.
That last one.
Oh my God, bro! And the bat,
bat flip was epic.
It was one of the most no doubt home runs I've seen in a long time. And then he came and chased down what I thought was a sure double, bruh. In my head, I was already counting the runs. This man, I didn't know he could get to the ball.
That was the one the Sox won, the game two?
This was the game one yesterday where the White Sox took an L.
Okay.
He chased down this ball that I thought had no chance of being caught, bro. And when he caught it, I had to I'm like, hold up, that ball didn't hit the ground? He caught this? So shout out to him because he made the catch right after
the home run.
Yeah, so it was a nice way to.
And I think the Seattle Mariners, I think they probably have the most black players on the team.
I think they did last year.
They still have to. Because I saw 3 black guys yesterday, and I'm like,
and see now I feel like that's the conundrum. That's the plot twist. 3 will make you the most in the league,
right?
Because it was still a bunch of white boys.
They had 7 last year though.
Exactly.
Kyle, I forgot Kyle's name. I didn't see him this weekend. He was in the runners for Rookie of the Year last year. Or did he win Rookie? Who won AL Rookie of the Year last year? I think he won it.
Yeah, he won over Luis.
So
he wasn't out there yesterday.
Okay.
I think he got hurt early on in the season, Gino.
Okay. And what's the latest on Jose Abreu? I was watching when he took that 96 off the knee.
Bro, I'm watching for the email updates now. The last update they gave at the end of the game was that he avoided a fracture from the early x-rays. But they're going to do some more evaluation and they'll get back to us when they have an update. But bruh, I mean the live the game speed replay of
the
that
sound.
Man. I'm thinking his knee is broke.
Me too.
He tried to get up and couldn't put any weight on it.
Yeah, they had to carry him off the field. I'm like, that's the last thing. A guy who comes to the ballpark every day to play 9 innings.
Oh, he came to the park banged up. You know what I mean? He's the type of player where he's about 75% and still going to give you all of that.
Damn.
You know what I mean? He's been through a bunch of things. You saw him run into the batter early on in the year when he was trying to catch the infield
first
fly.
Base, yeah.
Completely that could have put him out for a couple of weeks. He came back. That was a doubleheader. Came back in the second game of that one and scored the winning run. The umpire threw the bat at his knee when he was in the on deck circle a couple of weeks ago. Remember that?
No.
The umpire was trying to move the bat out of the way because it was about to be a play at the plate. He threw it and it hit Jose Abreu and he tripped on it and all of that.
No.
And was down for a while. That happened and now this happened. So definitely, I feel like I'm kind of young. I'm kind of expecting him to be okay because of those things. But if you see the replay, I know right now that knee, he's sore. It's a huge bruise on that knee. He's probably going to be out of the lineup today, as they kick off a 4-game series with the Twins. But
oh, this ain't the time.
Well, the Twins are 11 games back. And
they are the twins though.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. And I mean, like, you know, they're crawling into this series. I feel like, what are they, 2-6 over their last 8 games?
Okay.
So you thought it was a good time to see the Pirates smack up on you. You think it's a good time to see the Mariners smack up on you. So I don't want to go out on a limb and say
the Sox are 3-7 in their last 10.
3-7 in their last 10.
2.5 over Cleveland in second place.
And Cleveland is banged up. You know,
I saw Josh Naylor. I didn't see the collision. I just saw he broke.
Bruh, G, like this man damn near did a flip off the contact, no exaggeration. Like his body flipped in the air off of the contact.
So what did he break?
I don't know. I didn't see any update on that one, but I saw it mentioned during the game.
Yeah, he broke something.
Wow, bruh. Because at first I thought he was like, the way he flipped, I'm like, gee, did he was he mad that homie ran into him?
He has a broken ankle and will need surgery.
Wow, bruh. Woo. Yeah, it was
that gruesome.
It was wild, Gino. Like I'm telling you, they hit each other and homie's body did did a full flip in the air.
A closed fracture and dislocation of the right ankle.
The injuries we've been seeing have been really major, bruh. Like I would really be happy if this injury to Jose Abreu isn't serious, because I feel like every time a White Sox player has went down and it looked how it did yesterday with Jose, it's been serious. You know, it's been our boy, the second baseman, Madrigal, with a hamstring tear. Luis, you know, on a similar looking injury, does the same. And you got Eloy, who just did the Vince Carter. You know what I mean? He just did the Vince Carter and hung on the fence, tore his pec. So I feel like the issue with Gino is can the White Sox take another major injury?
Not your MVP.
He's probably number 2 on my list of players you can't lose, if not number 1.
Right. Not your MVP, bro.
So definitely I feel like I'm holding my breath like the rest of the fan base. I feel like I'm waiting to get that email that Rick Hahn is going to speak. And if it's Rick Hahn,
if Rick Hahn got to speak, it ain't good.
It's bad news. So hopefully they come with the second evaluation to say that there in fact was no fracture and that it's just a bruising or it's just sore. But it's 96 off of one of the worst places you could get hit.
Straight kneecap action.
Yeah, you
that was
he
all
couldn't
bone.
move. Yeah,
that was all
bone.
It was the sound.
All bone.
The sound said break. So yeah, if you guys don't have to talk to Rick Hahn this afternoon, that's a positive.
And see, now I know from my wrist that if the initial X-ray says, you know, it's no fracture, then you really can't even take that serious because it's probably just swollen. They probably can't see it clear.
Can't do any. Yep.
So he's totally not out of the woods yet, Gino. Definitely hoping for the best for Jose, because this is turning out to be like the season from hell. I remember when you said that Eloy, when Eloy got hurt, he's like, is it that kind of season?
Right.
And it's been that kind of season.
The trickle down effect.
Three injuries to major players after that. So,
but like you said, and this is a league-wide issue, especially the hamstring thing. I mean, we've seen it on both sides. We saw Jay Hay, Jake Bereznik, Nico Horner.
And people have been getting hurt by these balls. Like, it hasn't just been, I got hit by a ball today. It's like, no, you seen what these pitchers are doing, and if you get hit with one of these balls, it's gonna hurt a little more.
So check this out. So we're a week into Operation Sticky Stuff.
Gino,
I feel like after watching Buddy get tossed yesterday from Seattle.
Santiago.
After Santiago got tossed, I feel like even though this is something that may have been needed to be done, I feel like it's the most ridiculous thing of all time. The fact that they had to take his glove and put it in a garbage bag.
In a used garbage bag, Gino.
Like this,
Gino.
they took that garbage bag out of the garbage that they had just replaced.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's just put the glove in here.
Yeah, we'll keep it safe here. But see,
ridiculous, bro. Major League Baseball is looking ridiculous.
It was just too much confusion. You know what I mean? Like he was coming out of the game anyway.
Right.
He gets checked. They go to commercial break. They come back. And they're still talking to him, looking at his glove and his hat or whatever. And he's like, okay, what's going on? I still couldn't say. We had to wait till after the game to hear from the Mariners
Scott
manager.
Service.
Yeah, to hear what was going on. And he was saying that the sweat mixed with
The sweat mixed with rosin turns into sticky stuff. Duh.
turns sticky.
Duh.
And
But
so
they
they
were
kicked
saying
him out the game.
But they were saying, why is it in his glove? And it's like, well, maybe because I don't know. Is he because you sometimes they tap the rosin on there
Yeah, if you pick up the bag,
and you tap it. So if his arm is sweating
it's
and
going
there's
to turn
rosin
into
and then
sticky
his
stuff.
glove hits his arm,
Period.
yeah, it's gonna be rosin and sweat mix on the glove.
And he didn't seem too worried about anything after.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like
Because you'd be a fool to try to throw some sticky
while
stuff
everybody's
while the
at
clamp
the height
down
when it's hot.
exactly
when it's
bro.
hot, when you're supposed to be low right now. But see, on the broadcast, Jason Benetti kept saying that this dude is going to be automatically suspended because I guess it's just the letter of the rule.
But they can come back with
So they're going to review it
yeah,
to
when
see
they
if it was
review
actually sticky stuff.
Yeah, when they come back and review it and he's found not guilty, then the suspension will be reversed.
So what are they going to do? Are they going to like scientifically test this glove for particles
Stop it.
that aren't okay, there's rosin and spit and spit and sweat here.
Stop it.
We didn't find any other substance. Like, is that what we're waiting on? Like,
Stop it, Major League Baseball.
yeah, G. It's tough that they got to pat these guys down after the inning. You know what I mean? I feel like it's totally. They talk about integrity of the game. Like, if the umpires are gonna pat down pitchers after every couple innings, how is that? Where's the integrity in that?
It just looks bad. The
Yeah, G,
aesthetic
so like
of
we
it looks
suspected everybody of cheating.
it looks bad. It looks bad. Major League Baseball looks for a game that's looking to expand and progress. This was definitely a step backwards. Like I said, maybe this is something that needed to be done. But like I said, they needed a better plan of action. They should have done this in spring training to get these guys ready and come up with
2 months into the season.
That lets you know that that they didn't carefully think out the plan because it just again, T, the aesthetic of it looks dumb. It looks stupid. It just looks bad, and that's what the casual fan sees. Like the nuance of the game, that's something else. But the look, what I'm looking at, what my eyes are giving me, it looks bad. And I don't think this is something that Major League Baseball, with Rob Manfred as the lead guy, I don't think they put in the proper time and plan of action to execute exactly what they're trying to do. So
it definitely looks bad. I'm still thinking of our boy he's on the A's now. He used to be the cat that dropped
Sergio
trial.
Romo.
Yeah, Sergio Romo. I feel like you're going to get that again. You're going to get somebody that doesn't feel like being checked, and it's going to be a situation. Yeah, it's if Major League can't find another way to regulate this, then they have to find some kind of middle ground. Because if my pitcher can get suspended for rosin and sweat that turns sticky, you know what I mean? Like, the Mariners are lucky that this cat was coming out of the game.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? So
and how long is the process of them checking out the glove and doing whatever they're going to do to it? How long does that take? Will that obviously, hopefully that won't mess up, his next 5 days. I mean, obviously he'll probably go into, his off days and his days leading up to his next start.
treat it like it's right. Yeah.
It's like it's regular, but how long does the process take? And will that affect his next start? So just a bunch of things for Major League Baseball to figure out, if you ask me, man. And what'd you say? The Sox are back home tonight. They got a 4-game set with the Cleveland Indians.
4-game with the Cleveland Indians before they hop on the road into the All-Star break. So you saw our boys Rizzo.
Yeah,
and
what they got
Abreu.
We got 5 guys as All-Star starter finalists.
Yep. So great. It's been a great year so far. I know that on the south side of things, I feel like we're at a point where it's just been so many injuries that I feel like we're completely out of spot right now where things are up in the air for the first time.
Next man up, bro. Same thing over on the north side. The brothers in L.A. took game 1, the combined no-hitter. But since then, it's been all downhill, especially yesterday. L.A. on a Sunday afternoon is never good to any, opposing team. But, the last 3 games, the brothers have not looked good at all. Clayton Kershaw had the game of, I think he had his best game this season. When they faced him in Wrigley early on in the year, it was Clayton Kershaw's worst game of his career. So he came back with a vengeance. I know he had that game on his mind, like, man, I got to get some straightening with these guys. Came back, struck out 12 or 13 yesterday, and the Dodgers ended up winning 7-1. So, like I said, the brothers lost 3 or 4 in L.A. They are now in Milwaukee. I was going to go to Milwaukee this week, but I'm like, maybe I'll just chill. So they are in Milwaukee for a 3-game set starting tonight. And, Milwaukee's in first place by, I think, 2 or 3 games now. And the Brewers starting pitching has been lights out, so they're not going to catch any breaks this next 3 games. I think they got Corbin Burns. I can't think of my other guy who was always at the top of the league in wins and ERA. He's going tomorrow. And then, Brewers starting pitching has been lights out all year. So the Cubs ain't catching no breaks in Milwaukee. And then they got a day off Thursday before Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Cincinnati. And I think they come back for 3 against the Phillies before All-Star break, man. So we talked about this being a tough stretch for the Cubs, this June stretch. You'll see exactly where the brothers are and going into the trade deadline, see if these guys are going to be buyers or sellers. So,
Speaking of that, the White Sox have been trying to, rumored to be trying to, as far as reports go over the last couple of days, to get an infielder.
Eduardo
Escobar,
yeah.
Who spent some time on the Sox early in his career.
I didn't know that.
He's I think he had 17 home runs this year.
Yeah, I just saw him yesterday. He was killing for somebody.
He's over there on the Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks, yeah, the worst team in baseball.
Worst team in baseball.
Yeah, so he's definitely on the trading block.
See, now, it was a lot of speculation because he didn't start yesterday. He ended up coming in to pinch hit, which threw some water on that. Boy Nightingale came out with a tweet 2 days ago and said that Escobar was basically a White Sox, and that it's just a matter of when it was going to be announced.
Okay.
No announcement yet. Excuse me. I know that it was a bunch of back and forth where I think they leaked the fact that the White Sox were considering trading Jake Berger, and who's in AAA right now, drafted a few years ago, and Zach Collins for Escobar, and that's like, at least in my opinion, giving up too much for a rental. You know what I mean? In a season where if Jose goes down, then even if you get Eloy and Luis back, do you want to just trade a piece that could be part of your future down the line for a rental for a season that you don't have, that you're not like, if you get Escobar, is this going to put you over the hump for a championship?
All right.
I feel like with Jose Luis, it would have been fun. But now I feel like Rick Hahn has a more heavy question on his plate.
Difficult decisions, man.
What happens if Jose is actually hurt and has a broken knee? Like, what is that?
Then you just...
For this point in his career, as the team, how do you look at it? You just gave him a contract. So, Gino, it kind of sucks right now on the South Side. I hate to go back into it real quick, But Tim hasn't been playing well. Jose hasn't really been playing well. I feel like the best player on our team right now is Yasmani Grandal, and he's a cat that has had probably one of the most peculiar offensive seasons I've seen. He was batting like 150, but had like
doesn't tell the whole story. Yeah,
it didn't tell the whole story when it came to him. Now he's hitting. You know what I mean? So you want him to keep driving it. If you're gonna lose Jose, you need somebody to drive in runs. You dump that responsibility on Grandal. It's like, okay, how much better are you going to be? You know what I mean? We signed you to be a bat. Can't he fill in for Jose? You know what I mean? But yeah, Gino, it's a lot of question marks around the South Side right now. Michael Kopech still hasn't come back. Still I feel like La Russa yesterday in that second game, even though White Sox got an easy win, thought he mismanaged the bullpen. With Ryan Bird, it was a bullpen game to start. I feel like he's been itching to get at least 4 innings. You know what I mean? He had 2 perfect innings. I'm like, okay, give him the third.
Did Dallas Keuchel start or he came out of the bullpen?
Dallas Keuchel started the rest of game 1.
Okay. Oh, the one that was postponed for Friday?
Where Lance Lynn started.
Okay.
And he was upset, Gino, in his post-game press conference because I think he had like 60, 70 pitches from the third inning, which where they resumed to the eighth. Didn't bring him back out in the ninth. And Keuchel was pissed about it. He was like, he thought that at that point in his tenure here, that he deserved to get that, to get that last inning.
Understood.
Tony La Russa came out kind of salty. He didn't let nobody finish their question. Like I don't know what he got against our boy James Fegan, but it's totally.
Oh, you know what? James Fegan questioned his management tactics early on.
The rules, yeah, and that one now he just gives James one word answer, bruh. Yes, no. And so Lamond was asking him about Jose Abreu, and he completely cut Lamond off, bruh. Like completely cut him off. He's like, I wanted to know about Jose Abreu and how you and. He was like, I didn't get a chance to talk to him, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, come on, Tony. I'm like, what happened right before you came here? Like, and why didn't you check on Jose before you came to talk to us? You know what I mean? It's like, I was thinking after we heard Keuchel, I'm like, wonder if they had, if he didn't check on Jose because Dallas was checking on him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
they checking temperatures around that clubhouse.
Yeah, man. Tony came hot, G. Tony came to the press conference hot. And was trying to be out of there. Obviously, he didn't sit down. And he's been standing up as of late. Because, I'm going to pay attention to that. But he was up and the camera kind of moving around like, excuse me, what's going on with Tony today? But, yeah, Joe. So, hopefully it's not turning into like some frustrating locker room. But when you can't get that injury bug out of there,
Tony's sick of y'all questioning him, man.
Did you see he fake slapped Yermin? He did the air slap to Yermin Mercedes after the W yesterday.
No.
He fake slapped him and then gave him like a flinch. It's like, what? Tony feeling himself. He guess he around the guys now, huh? But I'm like, and Yermin kind of like,
hey, we not that cool, bro.
Yeah, like, Tony, what are you doing? Like, I thought for a second you was gonna put hands on him, but yeah, Gino, going into the All-Star break, honestly, it's a week ago I felt better. You know what I mean? 2 weeks ago I felt completely different about this team. Right now it's up in the air, G. It's like we have to see what's going on with Jose. You know what I mean? The starting pitching has carried this team. Like, you look at the offensive numbers, G, they don't hit home runs.
Yeah, they were like one or two teams with winning records that are not in like the top 14 or 15 in home runs.
Wow.
Because that's the league now. If you don't have like outstanding starting pitching, which the White Sox do, which is the reason why. It's like if you're not hitting home runs and your starting pitching isn't outstanding, then you're not winning. So
that's how they've gotten their starting pitching has been absolutely outstanding.
Right.
Their offense, bro, has played defense. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting here kind of getting frustrated because the Astros series and then the Pirates series and then scratch the Astros series, the Pirates series and the Mariners series. They didn't face elite
A1
pitchers.
pitching, right.
You know what I mean? They totally couldn't score any runs though. So yeah, Gino, we'll see what the update on Jose Abreu is, but definitely I feel like the White Sox are at a point where if the pitching is going to carry them, you know what I mean, then the offense won't be there, then we may have to lower our expectations this year. I mean, like, it's hard to overcome 4 major injuries. You're like, what team could say that and still be in the mix? They like I said last week, Gino, they continue to pour out liquor. They gonna pour out their liquor for their homie, and they gonna keep it moving. But at some point, the level of play is you're gonna truly see that you're missing 2 of your most powerful bats, and then you're missing your captain. You know what I mean?
Eloy and Luis is like, okay, next man up. But your MVP, you're one of your known leaders, a guy who guys feed off of. That's a guy that can't go down.
So I was wanting to talk to Jose Abreu. Like, he was supposed to do the media, and so I wanted to ask him a question based off of that Chris Bryant video you showed. about what you do when you're slumping? Like, do you go back to square one, or do you try to find something that worked a week ago? Because I feel like they're fishing. You can tell in these at-bats, they're not worrying about if they got to run on second and if they got to move them. These are guys trying to, like, find their I need a hit. You know what I mean? And they're hitting everything on the ground, Joe.
Which 90% of the balls you hit on the ground are automatic outs.
Yeah, Gino. So we'll see, White Sox fans. I don't mean to rain on a parade or nothing like that, but the business at hand right now is
Jose Abreu.
Status of Jose Abreu. So as soon as they know, we'll know. So I'll keep y'all in the fold.
Switch.
We running with it today, Gino.
Yeah, man, no breaks. DJ, the J. Cole conversation actually kicked it off, man.
We took a break earlier when we was talking about Tyler the Creator. That wasn't a break.
Wow.
That wasn't a break.
No, it wasn't a break.
That was the show. My bad. My bad. I thought we was on commercial.
We got to talk off air why you don't got love for your cousin, Joe.
So on that note, the NBA, man, before we get into Eastern Conference Final, Western Conference Final talk, Rick Carlisle is now in Indiana. Ime Udoka is now the head coach of the Boston Celtics.
Nice.
Jason Kidd is now the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, one more, right?
And the latest, Chauncey Billups,
big shot,
has signed a 5-year deal because the Clippers 5 year because the Clippers will probably be out tonight. If the NBA want to make a few more dollars, maybe they'll let it go to 6. But it's looking like Chauncey Billups will be named the Trailblazers' official head coach after the LA Clippers take this L to the Phoenix Suns in the Western Conference Finals. But there's been a lot of talk about the hire of Chauncey Billups, and people are saying that Damian Lillard had a lot to do with it.
Gino, and I was thinking about you. They saying that our boy's getting closer to asking for the eject button.
Well, who is they? League sources?
Well, see now, Chris Hayes said.
Well, remember what happened last time Chris Haynes said? And Dan was like, hey, man, just because me and Chris Haynes is cool don't mean that them stories be real, Joe.
But see, now, what was he talking about? He was talking about that Jason Kidd story, right?
Just in general, him not being happy with the team and him wanting out. And he was like, that's not what I said.
What did Chris Haynes didn't say? He said that.
This latest story?
Well, this latest story is Chris Haynes says that the fallout from Chauncey Billups, the Chauncey Billups hiring, I don't know if you saw that, but of course, he had his name brought up in a sexual assault.
Yeah, that was in the 90s, situation. Right?
Yeah,
I remember that.
But I didn't. I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, that was it. Like right before, that was like Chauncey Billups.
Because wasn't his name wasn't he in some trouble lately? Or when it came to that situation or something like that?
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure either, but I know on Twitter, Dame was addressing people that were coming at him saying, how could you support Chauncey Billups?
And he was like, man, sorry I didn't read the news when I was 7 years old.
Yeah, I saw that. But then he said that, it's not my decision either, though. He was like, Chauncey Billups, he was like, Jason Kidd was my guy. He reiterated that.
Right, so they were saying that the Blazers put up a bunch of names, and Dame was asked, like, who would he be in favor of? And he was like, him, and him. And Jason Kidd was A1 on his list because of the Oakland ties. And I think Chauncey Billups was one of those guys, too, because this is a league, this is a players' league. This is a league where you want a guy who you can blend with. You want a guy who you can relate to.
You need a Robin.
Yeah. So I feel like that's what. So the report is that Dame was actually on the Zoom call,
really, with
the owners and with the team executives about making that decision. And Chris Haynes was basically like, Portland, Joe. They like, man, most players in the league don't have that, except if you're LeBron or maybe Chris Paul or somebody.
But maybe not even if you're
exactly
Chris Paul,
because Chris Paul was just picking where he where he was gonna go. But yeah, like most guys, you don't have that input on what goes on with the team like that. So that was the last thing I read. Like, they were just saying that. I saw what you were saying about Chauncey Billups in the alleged case back in the day where he wasn't found guilty. I guess it was
this is why they still hired him. Yeah.
Right. It was like it wasn't what was it, like a civil suit or something?
It was a lawsuit.
Yeah, they settled out of case. Yeah, they settled out of court. And yeah, man, I mean,
so but the second part of that was that he wants Portland to give him another All-Star to play with.
Dame.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
But see, now that's when it gets sticky, because I feel like if Dame is asking for that, then he knows the answer to that question. And the answer to the Portland Trailblazers getting another All-Star is like, that's not happening.
Why, if the Bulls can get another All-Star, why can't the Portland Trailblazers, whether it's a free agent or a trade? Why can't they?
Because the Bulls had draft picks to give up. They had players that you still needed to see the potential on. You know what I mean? And Portland doesn't necessarily have either of those things. It's, they don't have the draft capital. If Dame stays,
they'll definitely be bottom, 24, 25,
17
26.
to the end of the draft.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then we know who the second best player on the Blazers is.
So he's got to go.
But what can you get for CJ?
You can get something. You can get something. If you want, Ben Simmons is an All-Star.
See now.
CJ McCollum for Ben Simmons.
I just feel like nobody's trading for Ben Simmons right now.
No, that's a lie.
Unless you're a team like the Bulls, who can afford, who I feel like can reckon with his lack of offense.
Because
you got Zach. You know what I mean? And because right now Ben Simmons is still, even if you just talking about him on the defensive side, is an upgrade on the Bulls at the point guard position.
Ben Simmons is going to be the Bulls' point guard?
I'd rather have Lonzo, and you feel like, how I feel about Lonzo. Now, Gino, here's the thing with the Trailblazers, and here's what they don't want the determination to be, but this is what it's going to be. The best chance for the Trailblazers to get better is if they trade Damian Lillard. Their only way out of that at this point is trade Dame.
I hear you.
It's gotten to the point they're not going to get better by trying to put a package together of their picks and CJ.
So you just blow it all up and start over.
It's in Portland's best interest to do that now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not even forget Dame asking what's good.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. If you're the Portland Trailblazers, you just blow it all up and start over.
100%. Which brings me to the most interesting rumor that I saw. The New Orleans Pelicans, man. With all the draft picks that they got from the Lakers and whatever, you know what I mean? They said that they'd be willing to trade B.I. and their draft picks and whatever else for Dame Lillard. And you're talking about a pairing of Zion and Dame, and then you go from there.
No, I'm straight. I don't got time for that.
What?
You ain't got time to be trying to build with Zion, Joe.
Zion is going to year 3.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm going to year 11. I ain't got time to be trying to build with him.
But see, now, I feel you, but this wouldn't be like building with Zion. This would be like we can end up in the finals. You know what I mean? You look at Chris Paul and D Book.
Devin Booker, Zion Williamson ain't Devin Booker.
See, he's totally not. But Zion Williamson's a walking. I was about to say
25
30.
25 and 8.
Gee, and you put him with Dame.
No, I'm straight.
I'm so surprised that you say that. I thought you would be looking like you.
No way. No way. It's not enough. Now we got to. Then we still got to go get more pieces.
Yeah, but see now the pieces. You get those.
Now I'm in year 12, and then I'm in year 13, then I'm in year 14.
But you're still in a much better position to do something special than what you will have over the next few years in Portland. Now, I look at the West, G, and I know the Suns are doing their thing. They played well without Chris Paul, but Chris Paul ain't gonna be there for too much longer.
Neither is LeBron.
Gee, the West it's about to be the Wild Wild West again. Yeah, you know what I mean, and right now, it looks like Devin Book, DeAndre Ayton. First of all, the way DeAndre Ayton is like upped his game, I truly appreciate the fact that he's a center. You know what I mean, looking like a center. And I feel like over the last couple of years, we haven't been able to say that. You get these centers that want to play at the top of the key, shoot the three, be playmakers. You know what I mean?
He gonna get paid. DeAndre Ayton's gonna get paid.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton's gonna get paid. Right. Now, tell me who you take: D Book and D Ayton, or Dame and Zion.
Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton or Zion and Dame Lillard?
Yeah.
I mean, that's easy. But you talking about a team that's going to the finals. Two guys who will be
100%. 100%.
And I'm still not sold on Zion. Like, this was year 2. Like, the league catches up to you if you don't expand your game. He gotta add something to his game.
Gino. The league ain't catching up to Zion, bro.
Okay.
Like, did you see? Before he got hurt in the second half of the season?
Before what?
He got hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What happened to him in year 1?
You know what I mean? Hurt.
Okay.
But see, and he has to get hold of his health.
Right.
But when he's healthy, bro, it was no stopping this man. And he was like shooting 18 for 20. And I know that it's just, you know how he's going to get it.
He going to be 10 for 11 from the left hand layup.
20, G. Like, unstoppable with the same move. Now here's the thing, it wasn't the same move. G, he got a better bag right now than Giannis has. I go out on a limb right now, and I say Zion has a go-to move that he's developing, G. You get Zion on the block and let him go either direction with his G.
I'm not going.
Good luck.
I'm not going as far as saying Zion got a better bag than Giannis, Joe.
Last night, Giannis for once actually realized
that
if he dribbled the ball,
100% for once.
I watched the game like
he's Shaq with 60 less pounds and a handle, like not super handles, but like he said, if he don't shoot a jumper, he's no way you can stop him. But I understand what you're saying.
I agree with what you said about Giannis last night because I felt the same way. For the first time that we've seen him do his thing, he wasn't completely one-dimensional.
Because he has players, or you have to make the players around you better, and it ain't all about having a triple-double. The stats sometimes the stats do tell the stories. A lot of the times they don't. It's about making the players around you better, allowing Chris Middleton to be Chris Middleton. Now, am I saying Chris Middleton's going to score a dub in every fourth quarter? No, he's not. But when he's on fire, you have to find ways to get him to peel and let him do him, but still be an option for him. Drew Holiday, same way. Pat Connaughton, same way. You got to get these guys confidence. So now they got to play everybody, and then that opens the floor up for you. For now, you can't just dribble into a condensed, packed up paint like he was doing at first.
It was a health thing in New Orleans in that season. They should have been in the playoffs. Lonzo missed a bunch of time and was less. I think he was less than 70% to end that season. Like
Lonzo Ball?
Lonzo crawled to the finish line of the season, and we saw Zion went on the shelf. It was it after that. If those two players are healthy, I totally think that you get the Pelicans instead of the Grizzlies, and then in the play-in situation, I think that you get a more formidable opponent in the Pelicans. You get a more playoff-ready player, and you know I like Ja. Ja did his thing, but I
think the Pelicans would have been a better team than the Grizzlies.
I do. With Zion, Lonzo, and B.I., I think they would have been better, but injuries.
Well, I don't know about that Dame in New Orleans. Again, and this trades are trades. Asking out and trades are two different things. As of now, like I said, last thing I knew, Dame wanted to get it done in Portland. So we'll see. We'll see about, Chris Haynes.
I don't know why I get so mad when I hear that.
I don't know why y'all even get mad, man. I know he's one of, the league's favorites. I know people want to see him out of Portland and in a better situation. I mean, Portland is a small market, comparable, if you're comparing them to Chicago, New York, L.A. The Trailblazers do have this mystique. They had Bill Walton. They won it in 77. They had the Clyde and Terry Porter and them in the 90s. But, I mean, I feel you. But, like I said, it's different, man. It's different. Dame is different. So, we'll see. like I said, whatever. I just want to see him healthy and being able to compete for an NBA championship, regardless of where it is. I would love to see him do it in Portland. I would love to see Portland try to make whatever he thinks is necessary for them to get there. I would love for them to make it happen, because it can happen. Like, they can make it happen. Like, I don't know what All-Star. I don't know what All-Star.
The Magic Johnson video, he's like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if Portland can put it together, bro.
Well, Game 5 is tonight. Is Game 5 tonight? Phoenix
Game
and the
5
Clippers
is tonight. Yep.
It's in Phoenix.
It's in Phoenix.
It's not looking good for the Clippers.
It's not looking good for the Clippers. I feel like they're playing games with the Kawhi news. Of course, if
He's out again.
He's out. Yeah, they should have.
Which means the Clippers are out.
Yeah, G. I mean,
They might get dubbed tonight in Phoenix.
Yeah, the Suns are going to the finals, and whether it happens today or the next game, even I just feel like the
It's
Suns,
inevitable.
Yeah, it's inevitable. You tip your cap to the Clippers, but
Valiant effort.
they put
down
up
your
80
best
points
player.
in the last game, bro.
Yeah, that was a defensive. It was a defensive game. Pat Bev has done all he can do, but I'm looking for CP3, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton to take those guys.
And 22.
Yeah, big way to play like a big man, like you said.
Yeah, man.
The old school. You know what? And before we get out of here, one thing that it's crazy how the NBA has changed. Like, when you need a bucket, it's just all threes.
Oh, bruh.
You don't. There's
no workout.
Ain't no Tim Duncan. Ain't no
no.
Shaq. Ain't no KG. Nobody to dump the ball into on the block to get you a bucket.
You better be hot.
Even he'll shoot a three. But yeah, Joel, he will. He can dump it down to him, and he'll do that. But even him, like Tim Duncan didn't shoot threes. KG didn't shoot threes. Shaq and them, the Dream didn't shoot
Yeah,
threes.
I was thinking of Tim when we was talking
KG
about
shot
Zion,
threes
bro.
At the beginning of his career, he was shooting.
Who?
Threes. Kevin Garnett was shooting threes.
Well, he knew his bread
He
and
could
butter.
stretch the floor.
But
Right.
he wasn't like how they are now.
Tim Duncan and them, they was straight 15 and in. Glass
yeah.
work,
Shaq.
footwork.
30 and 20.
Yeah, like
yeah.
it's crazy that there's no easy buckets anymore. It's all like drive and kick. It's like the Clippers missed so many threes the other day. They missed so many
kept on
threes to
taking
go
them.
up in the game. Like they were down one, tied up, down two, and it's just three after three after three after three. Tough threes too, not open looks. Paul George coming down off the break, three, bang! Like it was irking me. It irked me to a point.
Bang! And not like
Yeah,
in
not
a good
but
way.
not the good Mike Breen. Like
Man, I be yelling at my TV like that. Like I was watching the game last night with my dad, and we was saying the same thing, and it was so funny because I was betting on FanDuel. I had the under. And he go, it's okay because all they finna do is shoot 103s and only make 2 of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And blow the game. And that's exactly what they did, man. Just shoot threes. It's like, man, like what happened to like going to like get a bucket and get back on D? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's the same stops. You know what I'm saying? If you come down there and you shoot 3 threes and miss all 3, or like you shoot 3 threes and then you only hit 1, that's 3 points when you could have took
It's
a 2-pointer and maybe hit 2 out of 3, and that's still an extra point. But
man, G.
Steph Curry did that.
they didn't convince us that 3 for 9 from 3 is better than 5 or 10 from 2.
He
Well,
shot
see,
4
now
for
that's
12 from 3.
That's the equation. But see, now that's why I don't necessarily like saying that Steph did that. The people that had to build teams after they saw Steph did that. You know what I mean?
They got 2 of the best shooters of all. Then you add KD, they got 3 of the best shooters in the history of basketball.
That equation was the stat nerds trying to make sense of how incredible Steph and Clay were. It's like, yeah, if we shoot 10 threes, it's better than 15 twos.
If we make 3 out of 10 from 3, that's better than 3 out of 9 from 3 is better than 5 out of 10 from 2. And I'm like, so 9 is better than 10?
Yeah, man, it's just
Okay.
It's just like I said, it's just
Okay.
crazy. You
It's
know?
the man, G, because it looks crazy. Like the way Gino was describing it, the amount of threes that you have to take
Yeah.
and just throw them up. It's like, gee, y'all are just shooting until they go in.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Exactly. And then like we grew up in an era where you know, it's players, you know, like Steph would go out there and shoot 15 threes. Like, I grew up in the 90s where 15 threes was like 2 games.
You make
Maybe three.
threes,
Allen Houston and them wasn't shooting
on the rim,
8,
you
9
making 3 or
threes a
4
game.
from them.
Right.
You know what I
Can you
mean?
imagine Reggie Miller. With the
That's my
green-
point. That's
with
my
the
point.
green light.
Reggie Miller
I
shooting
remember him
15 threes a game.
Remember he said that during the broadcast. He was like, "No, I couldn't shoot 15 threes,
But he
fam."
would, and then he would, like, you would think he was a demon. Like,
Right.
Reggie Miller had the opportunity to shoot 15 threes. If you told a Bird, it's okay, Bird, to shoot 15 threes and still take your other tools and all, my God, this shit would blow the NBA away. Like,
Just
what?
the moves, just the crossover to step back to the 3-point line. It's like, gee, you cross over to get by somebody. They cross over to
the
step
big
back
step
to get a
back.
3. It's like, okay.
Big step back from the logo. Everybody want to be a logo. Everybody want to shoot from the logo.
Gee,
You know?
and I feel just with 3, you don't
Shimmy,
live and
when
die
you
by it,
shoot,
man.
He
You know?
got to shimmy before he shoot.
Man, I'd have smacked. Man, you
You
wouldn't.
talking about
I
Trae
bet you
Young?
he wouldn't shimmy again.
Trae Young, like,
I bet you he don't shimmy another time. I bet you he don't shimmy another game.
No, you know I feel that, Gino. I feel like that's right out of the
That man
T-play
wouldn't have
book.
shimmied. That man wouldn't have shimmied another time if that was me.
Like you say, I don't get it. They come down there and shoot too many threes and no basketball. You know, it's no.
Yes.
It's no. But you know, that's when I went to the rec with you. Everybody was shooting a 3. Like, that's just how the NBA. Everybody was shooting a 3. That's just how it is now. I was like, man, it's just crazy. But you, like you said, if you shoot enough of them,
If you shoot enough of them, eventually, you gonna shoot 35%.
And see, just from my perspective, it's like the 3 was always cool because it was stress free. You know what I mean? You didn't have to drive. You didn't have to go on the cup and get banged. It's like, see, but that was hooping, even for just my generation at the park, bro. Like we couldn't, like, we used to have rules, no 3s, bro. Only driving to the cup, bro. And so
Now it's the total opposite. No
Yeah,
mid
G.
range, man.
All
Driving,
you hear is-
pass up your 15-footer and shoot a 3,
Oh,
a contested 3.
Gee, for a mug that, like, would have to get it on the defensive end and run the floor, I'd be like, gee, all we do is run it up
Come
and
down. I'm
down,
trying to
G.
come down.
Hey,
By the time I get,
You going back.
I just told you I was tired hooping with you.
Yeah, I'm tired as hell, G. Track me.
We had them shooting 3s and running back.
time you come down looking to get a rebound, it's already coming off, going the other way.
It's going the other way.
I'm like, hold on, no, you ISO. Okay.
I'm trying to yeah, but you know how the game is. It's changed, man.
Definitely. Hey, Gino, I feel like it's 110. You can already feel the differences. So
Hey, man.
go ahead and get us up out of here, Gino.
Well, we got to get our word of the day in, man.
Come on, let's go.
Let's get our word of the day in before we get out of here, man. All right, I'm going to go with this one, DJ. T. Today's word of the day. Used to see.
Used to see.
Used to see.
I used to see.
Oh, see, I knew it. I knew it. Before I could even get it out, I already knew it.
I'm already
That's
with
a
you.
good
That's
one.
what he said. Used to say, I'm already with.
Used to see. EUSTASY.
Okay.
It's a noun. Its origin is Greek, and it's from the 1940s, which is fairly new. I don't know the last time we had a word of the day that was 1900s based.
Yeah, bro. It's like, who was saying this?
1940s. Who made this? Who came up with this one?
Somebody who's like the descendant of a Chicagoan.
Used
Now,
to see. Right.
yeah,
Man,
bro.
right.
Have you say that back in? Yeah.
A change of sea level throughout the world, caused typically by movements of parts of the Earth's crust or melting of glaciers.
This is the most outrageous word of the day. Because how am I supposed to use that in a sentence?
You just did. I used to see you on the way.
Right.
Is that a change?
Yes, it was a change in the Earth's motion. Yeah.
Right. The change on Earth. I don't see you no more. So I used to see you.
Right.
I
Hey,
used to see you at the gym.
I might let y'all slide with that today because
What's-
this was a doozy today.
What's the sentence they gave, G?
Today we're learning about used to see in our marine science class.
Okay, I give them that.
Oceanographers like Jacques Cousteau
Jacques Cousteau.
likely researched used to see during their careers.
I like that one.
Dope. And you put it in that terms, yeah. Okay, cool. Jacques Cousteau was the diver that was diving for minutes at a time without takes to breathe and stuff. Yeah, I get it.
So, yeah, I'm going to let y'all slide without using it in a sentence today. But
Thank you, Gino.
Used to see was a doozy,
I
man.
feel like in every class, if you've been doing good, you get like a pass. So thank you.
Yeah, y'all usually come through in the clutch with the word of the day, so it's all good, man. So on that note, I guess it's time to rotate, man. It's always a blast chopping it up with the family members in the comments. Like I said, I couldn't see the comments on my Facebook. I don't know what was going on, but I did see the comments on the TV in front of us. Shout out to everybody that kept the comment section lit.
Yes, indeed.
It's much appreciated. But, yeah, we're going to get up out of here, man. Until Wednesday, we'll be back down on the soil 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the What's In It for the Black People Media Network. Shout out to Maze for holding it down. Shout out to our boy DJ doing all the hard work behind the boards.
Yes, sir.
For myself, for my player partner T. Man, you know how we do over here, man. Spread love, show love, stay away from the haters, circulate the dollar with your people. But most importantly, man, always continue to keep it player, man. It's a lot of unplayer individuals running around out here. And I don't appreciate y'all, man. Y'all making real players look bad, man. And, you know.
Hey, what's up, fellas? It's good to see y'all. Hey, real quick, we want to tell y'all very quickly, the network is going down today at 1 o'clock, but I want y'all to check out our brothers Herb and 2. They got their show going on the IzWiz network, so y'all make sure y'all check those brothers out. We are always super proud and super excited to see our brothers do well.
Same time?
Grow. They at 1 o'clock, so they'll be on 1 to 3 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Y'all check them out. It is the IzWiz, Herb and 2. They said what they said. Y'all make sure y'all show them some love as well. It's always love.
All day, man. And shout out to Sadiq. May slid through the Plant-Based African Fest yesterday at
Sip and savor.
No meat, but a meatless barbecue.
This man came through hating. He came through hating like, man, y'all in here eating this meatless barbecue.
Was it fire though?
The burger was fire. The rib, I'm straight on. He had corn. They had soul veg slid through.
Yeah. Yes,
the owner slid through. Shout out to them. But it was a dope event. Sold out. They had barbecue, burgers, sausages, corn on the cob, baked beans, kale salad, potato salad.
Oh yeah.
It was a full fest. So shout out to Sadiq, man. It was
absolutely.
It was a fest in itself. But yeah, Herb and 2 were there. The family members, Mary was there, Ron Rilla was there. Shout out to Dr. Audrey Tanksley. She was in the building.
Nice.
Shaka was in the building, so it was cool to see some of the
members.
Oh, I finally met Robin Patrice.
Oh, yes.
Finally met Robin Patrice, man. Janessa was walking in when I was leaving, so it was finally good to meet her and fam on the Loch Ness Monster on the track.
Oh, yes, sir.
He was in there too.
Her husband,
so,
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was dope to see that, man. So, yeah, man, catch up with cousin Herb on I Said What I Said right now. And, again, we out of here, man. So, show love. And, man, in the words of the late, great poet laureate Chad Butler, known to most of y'all as Pimp C.
The Pimp.
I don't have the road clicked up right now, so I'm going to just get it off myself,
Go
man.
ahead.
DJ. Get off the boo-boo.
It's us, y'all.
Is addictive to the user. I let the rush soothe them, they tuned in. Then I school them. They said, homie, this shit ain't real. It's just illusions used to fool men, women, and child to confusion. Start running wild, changing views when niggas think they winning when they losing. Caught up in movements, moving foolish. Letting life fool them, betting they life losing. Trying to better their life with vice moving. Cruising, grabbing clicks and cruising. Bagging chicks and dudes off tips with slick maneuvers. Turn OGs to broke D's and hungry crooks. Stand sideways, my way, giving me funny looks. That's why I hide my money in books. They scared to learn, allergic to words, swerving towards murderous curves. In the dark, working the curve. I'ma still shine cause I'm the light and I'ma burn to my purpose to serve. Knowledge is power, ignorance is bliss. It's the wisdom that shines through the visions of the mist. The main challenge is to maintain a balance between your soul and the body and control. It's the science. Knowledge is power, ignorance is bliss. It's the wisdom that shines through the visions of the mist. The main challenge is to maintain a balance between your soul and the body and control. It's the science. Pussy on the brain, T-bone steaks, a pint of dog, light in the jar. Pushing cane on the paper, writing bars. Lines that similar, the scars that run deep. I've been involved in the race since the beginning. Running these streets like Kenyans when it was dark with no heat. Used to spar with the stars before I nod to sleep. I hardly speak, it's hard for me. But all I see from the broads and the cars on this dark-end street, parts of me from the heart is hard. And Mars was deep, starving for the part when we would start to eat. Since Marvin argued deep with an armory of harmony, charm in my father's feet. Calm them, alcoholic talking, constantly walking through the valley with his arms on me. I've been here since life in itself. Good versus evil in the hood with my people fight myself. Knowledge is power and ignorance is bliss. It's the wisdom that shines through the visions of the mist. The main challenge is to maintain a balance between your soul and the body and control. It's the science. Knowledge is power and ignorance is bliss. It's the wisdom that shines through the visions of the mist. The main challenge is to maintain a balance between your soul and the body and control. It's the science. Quiet is kept, my words kept, miners and vets. Higher than pilots and jets. Behind the sirens and tech, shorties crying out west. It's been a war going on since Osiris and Set. Before man acquired the text, written in stone on walls. It's all laws and the signs of command of how society slept in the eyes of the best. The science of life and dying, plus the desires of flesh. We lost while we floss the boss signing the checks. While we all buying the best, diamond shines on our necks. Wet with blinding effects, the kind that remind me of blinding baguettes. In a timepiece that a time lead, make time freeze, live and direct. In 60 seconds time, me is hardly a heartbeat. A heartbeat, a thing that separates my mind and my flesh. Rewinding my steps to where I first started. I'm God, G. Knowledge is power and ignorance is bliss. It's the wisdom that shines through the visions of the mist. The main challenge